on every 15th of the month we snort cocaine off her tits. I do not fucking like dolls.
That dude's killed people. What's up, y'all? And welcome back to Hear Me Out, episode 11. Back with the fellas. How we doing, boys?
It's good to be back. A little bit more awake this time around, I would say.
Yeah, we were definitely kind of falling apart last episode, but
Yeah,
no better way to celebrate episode 10 than to be half asleep
Yeah,
at
Exactly.
the mic.
the one you should be most enthused about.
No, episode 100's next.
Yeah. 20.
What?
20.
All right, fair. Yeah, that's,
20 will be
that's a
better.
fair goal. That's
But yeah.
about like 2.5 months. You ever think about that? We've been doing this for 2.5 months.
Damn, has it really been that long?
10 episodes, one a week.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty awesome, though. That's good shit.
Kind of flew, eh?
Yeah, that's good. One doubleheader and a lot of other random nights selected. It's been good, though.
Yeah.
My favorite part's the last like 30 minutes when we really get drunk.
Of the last episode?
No, of all the episodes. The last
that's,
30.
that's fair, actually.
The part where we
That's when
start
I'm peaking.
slowly
Spewing.
into random
Yeah.
areas. Well,
That shit got deep last episode.
yeah, I did.
Yeah.
But
Maybe
let's
it will again.
let's
It got even more deep after the cameras too. Pete decided to keep it rolling.
No, it's true. Actually,
It got
after
way worse.
after the episode ends, like, we have like 5 minutes of like I'm just standing there and all you can see is like my legs and we're just you can hear us talking about all the same shit that we were talking about.
Oh, we were spiraling off like scenarios, right?
Yeah.
Bad.
Yeah. But yeah, let's kick it off. I'd love to maybe start with, we can run into our topics in a moment, but I'd love to recap a little bit of the race we had.
Yeah,
Just
dude.
for a quick moment.
It's been a busy couple of weekends for us, past couple of weeks.
Yeah, it's been
The
good.
race and the Decalibron.
I've been ranking up in Overwatch, by the way. while
That's
they were
I
doing
mean,
this.
it's been big for all three of us
Yeah, yeah.
then. Yeah, okay. What rank you at now?
One's clearly more important.
What
but,
rank are you at?
like silver something. So
Okay.
I dropped, but
Okay.
I was D-ranking.
Yeah.
But-
You just
I
gotta
D-ranked,
load it
too.
up. Yeah. Well, I
Lions.
D-ranked.
I
Yeah.
D-ranked quite a bit, actually.
I D-ranked in donkey racing.
I felt you upgraded.
Oh, yeah, I did. I beat myself by an hour,
Yeah.
which is wild considering how slow it felt like we were moving. But
Run them through, I would say, just the preparation of what goes into the morning and then what their first 10 minutes looked like in the race.
yeah, the morning's fun. It's definitely hectic. I feel like everyone was a little bit stressed. But basically, our boy Bill, owner of the donkeys that we were racing, we headed to the course, got checked in, and met up with him, kind of right behind where you check in. And he had so many donkeys, way too many donkeys for one man to get ready with not enough time. So we headed back there, got some help from some other people, and saddled them up, take them to the start line. And as soon as that gun goes off, usually those bad boys are moving, but I think it was a bit of a slower start for our three burros. I don't know, was yours moving like towards the beginning at all? I had to really get mine going.
Yeah, so mine was like the big bull of the group. And I remember Bill looked at me. And at first when we got over there, like what you were saying, we got over and Bill had all these donkeys. There was like 6, but there was also like 8 of us racing. So I was like, how is this going to work? Or like,
Yeah.
and then he just turns the corner. There's another 3 that's just behind that. I'm like, all right. He's like, this one's really strong. You good with that? I'm like, yeah.
Did you say that?
Yeah. Bill's
That's
like,
wild.
he's the bull. He used to be like really competitive. I'm like, okay. Yeah.
One of the other guys said that too, though.
They used to race
AJ.
AJ.
was like really competitive
Yeah.
for a brief stint of time.
And I was
right?
like, all right, well, this could either be really good and we might run with our pace that we trained for, or
Yeah.
I might go water skiing on rocks today.
might.
We'll see. But yeah, I don't know. I remember the first 10 minutes or the whole lead up of it felt like Christmas to me. Like I almost felt like I had was really giddy the night before, and then when we got there, it felt like it was game day.
yeah.
Like as we were getting ready, I had almost like butterflies, like a game day feeling. And then when we were out there in the road, it's all these burrows. For context, it's like, I don't know, 60 to 100 maybe in this just street in the middle of Leadville, and we're all just it's organized, but just there's a method to the madness, but everything is everywhere. And I just remember there was like a minute left, and we were all like, "Oh, how do we get our Strava going?" What about? And we were getting cameras set up, and we're like, "What?" And Bill's down there to him when he's like, "You ready?" I'm like, yeah, yep, And then AJ got going pretty good. AJ, once they shot the gun, yeah, whatever you got. And then we got going. And then I didn't even know where you and Jared were. I was just like, AJ was with the pack. So I was like, all right, cool. I'm just going to hopefully slow down and see one of you guys eventually. But he was pretty good for the first, like,
The
10.
weird thing was, like, so Luke, for your context, we had the 3 donkeys, right? So it was me, Hunter, Jared, and then I had a donkey named Bo, a male donkey named Bo. He had a male donkey named AJ, and Jared had a female donkey named Natasha.
That makes sense.
And AJ and Bo, yeah, it's fitting, right? AJ and Bo like had feeling like they had a crush on Natasha,
Big time.
Like they would only move where she moved, and they
Are
were
they
staying
fixed?
so close. I don't know, probably.
They were like,
but like they had a thing for her, 100%.
100%.
And so when the gun went off, like, and Jared had dealt with this the whole day apparently, but like Natasha didn't want to move. The female donkey didn't want to move at all, and so for a period of time, my donkey Bo didn't want to fucking move either because he was just following Natasha. But eventually yours started moving, AJ started going, and Bo was like, all right, fuck it, I'm just going to follow AJ. And for the rest of the race, he stuck with like, Bo would only run if AJ was running for the rest of the race.
AJ would
So
only
it's
go
really
if
weird.
like you were behind him. So thank God you were just behind him to get him moving.
I barely
And then
did anything though. Like, it didn't make that much of a difference.
It helped. It helped a lot. But yeah, it would have been 10 times easier if Natasha had been there because she would have been like the hot dog on the stick.
Yeah.
Like they would have ran with if Natasha had been up front. I think the other two would have cooked like the race.
Yeah.
Because I remember in the very beginning when we were like trying to get our shit together.
Yeah.
Like it was snippets like quickly, but I remember like AJ like hitting Bo
Yes,
and like
bro.
hitting.
They were like
Natasha.
fighting each other to
They
get
were like
to her.
they were like running into each other like ahead of time.
It was fucked. I was trying to fix up the saddle on my donkey, and like I was just getting crushed between like Bo and fucking Natasha, like because he just wanted to be close to her.
Was it all in the street or was there off-roading?
No, it starts in the street. It starts in the middle of the town for like a quarter of a mile, and you just like bang a right, and you're just immediately on like dirt roads, like running through like mines and stuff. So you go up into the hills.
Okay.
Like we basically did like a hike, like what would have been a hike for us, but ran
It was cool though.
a
It
portion
was.
of it.
I think that the real star of the show is the people of Leadville, like just being so into it and invested in it, like more so than I've like. Obviously, like people around the world when there's races, people get very into it. But it was just really cool to see when we were up in the middle of like the mountains, like we're way out of the town, and there's people with like Gatorades and snacks, and they're just and some people shooting cameras at it, like just taking pictures. It's really cool. Like the town was awesome.
Yeah, it's definitely a big event for them.
Yeah,
I'm
that
sure
was
not that much goes on there, to be honest. And then like the
100
average
mile this
fucking
weekend,
Sunday.
so probably
That's true.
huge deal this weekend.
Yeah,
too.
what do you think about this? They do a
100 miles?
100-mile ultra marathon through the mountains out of Leadville.
Damn.
Isn't that brutal?
That sounds awful. It
Yeah.
doesn't even sound fun anymore. That just sounds like hell.
Yeah, it takes some serious like mental toughness to finish that shit.
Yeah,
That's
insane.
Wow.
What were your thoughts like first 10 minutes? Like what was your like recollection of the very beginning?
brutal. Okay, I've always been this way. Like I used to say this when I played football in high school. It's like once that first whistle blows, like I black out. Like I don't remember shit. And then people will be like, "Yeah, you remember this play?" I'm like, "No, I don't." Because I'm just like, it's literally one foot in front of the other, and that's kind of how I was at the race. Like, I don't know if it was different from the first time I did it, but I didn't feel really nervous at the start line or anything. I think it was just like the chaos of everything going on. Because like you said, like I was trying to wrap my camera around the fucking saddle. My saddle was messed up. I was trying to fix that. I was trying to get Strava going. I was trying to make sure like you guys were good. I was good. Like make sure Sophie was like off to the side or whatever and all set. I was looking at Bill. It was just like chaos. So like it's one of like the more present moments I had through the whole weekend. And then like once you get going, honestly, for me, it was just like, I'm just going to hold on to this donkey and try to run as far as I can. And then from then on out, it's one step in front of the other. So I don't know. I didn't feel like the nerves or anything. And I didn't like, there wasn't many like thoughts going through my head other than like, hop, like just yelling at the fucking donkey. So I don't know. What about you? What about those first 10 minutes? Was it like,
I would say similar. Like
yeah.
same with football or like sports. It's very like first 10 is like, it's just trying to wrap your brain around what's happening.
Yeah.
You're kind of just getting force fed whatever's there. but
It's a lot of stimulus.
I don't know. I would say it's similar. Like I do remember like when we first took that bang out of the town to the right, I was like so fired up. I was like screaming. I'm like, whoa, whoa. And
Yeah.
a couple of people at the end remembered me. They're like, I remember you were freaking out. Like,
Oh,
this
really?
is cool. Like, because I was like, I wasn't even yelling at AJ. I was just like, yeah. Like, we're in town running. And it was so like exciting. And then I just remember when we got like out of town and slowing down, I was like, this is a lot. We're pretty high up in elevation.
Yeah,
And
I was
then
gassed super
I was just
fucking
thankful to
fast.
see like you, because I was hoping it was you, and then Madison was the girl we met there with her brother. But I was like, I just want to be at least with someone that I can talk and be with throughout this. So it was like pretty good relief when I saw you and her way down. Then I was like, where's Jared?
Yeah.
Oh, no, because I wanted to be with the two of you at least for
Yeah.
majority, hopefully. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I haven't talked to you about it at all. I don't know if he has, but like we lost Jared like immediately.
I think he mentioned it.
Yeah. Like literally within the first like 2 minutes. I was watching the footage trying to figure out when we lost him, and like at one point you see me like neck and neck with his donkey, and then like you just see it like slowly drop out of frame.
In town, or where was it?
Yeah, I don't think he even made it past like the street, like to the turn.
Where she was like,
It was pretty quick. So, and then I guess because that's when Bo started, I think, following AJ, and he just kind of took off. And so I was just hanging on, but it was fun, man. It was a fun fucking event. I'm glad we actually did it.
Yeah, that was
actually finished it.
on the bucket list for a very long time. So if anybody needs a task at hand, I would recommend investing in a ethical donkey race for fun.
Ethical for fun, indeed.
That was great though.
It was
but
good.
what you been up to, Luke?
Yeah, dude. Want to hear about these Overwatch ranks?
Yeah, it's nothing crazy. It's a lot of screaming.
Playing Overwatch 2?
Oh yeah.
Does anyone play 1 anymore?
It's not a thing anymore. It turned into
Oh,
like it's
really?
like same It's like its own thing now.
Okay.
Re-released into Overwatch 2.
Yeah, that's fun though.
Yeah.
That's good shit.
It's been a lot of like I'm so mad and I'm like saying I hate this fucking game. It sucks. And I just
So you queue up for another
keep
one?
loading up. Because I like lose to and I'm like fuck.
Yeah.
Gotta
I get
win.
mad
Can't
again.
end on a loss.
Can on a loss, exactly. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's fun though. Yeah, shit can be frustrating.
Besides that, just work though.
Yeah, you got a good event coming up this weekend.
Yep.
Yeah, I heard you're gonna meet Kendall Jenner.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm gonna meet her real well.
Yeah, you gonna get to know her.
I'll know her.
Yeah, you guys are
We'll
gonna
know
get
each
to
other pretty well.
Yeah, she's
Damn.
a billionaire. You know
House
that?
party? Throw a little house
She was like
party
the
out.
youngest billionaire ever.
Is she actually a billionaire?
Yeah, she was
She
a
must be,
billionaire at like
yeah.
19. Isn't that fucked?
That's fucked.
It's wild, but that's awesome.
That's insane.
It is insane.
Good for her.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of games, I want to talk about the Olympic Games.
Yeah, it's present. It's just closing out. Let's dive into it. I'm with it.
I want to talk about the man of the hour, Mr. Noah Lyles, because he's been talking a whole lot of shit.
That was that was 10 months ago though, right?
That he was talking shit, but he's been talking shit
But
like
it came up again because of
right.
NBA winning.
Yeah, so he said I didn't know about the
said
NFL thing, but he was
Yeah.
there was an interview of him. I don't know if you knew this, but we were.
I
talking about
haven't.
this earlier.
I'm excited to have you guys fill me in.
So there was an interview with him, and he basically was like, I just think it's crazy that like they call them the world champions in the NBA. He's like, world champions of what? The United States of America. So he's like literally like chirping them for like, oh, it's world champions. Like same thing with the World Series. It's like, no, you're the champions of Major League Baseball, or like the NBA champs. Like you're the champions of the NBA, like a national league. Whereas he's a world class sprinter. He's competing against everyone in the world. But he's been like pretty fucking cocky throughout the whole thing. To gold in the 100. And then a lot of people were shitting on him, like rooting against him because he was talking all this shit, and took bronze in like the 200, which
He
people
got cooked in the 200. I don't know how.
a lot of people
That came out of nowhere.
A lot of people were like,
'Cause
he had
200
COVID.
was his event.
So he had COVID. That's what came out after. Maybe it's bullshit, but like a lot of people were like, yeah, fuck that guy. Like that's what you get. We don't. I think like the NBA like media team fucking tweeted a picture of like the NBA team. And they're like, we don't play for bronze. Or something like that.
Damn.
Yeah, so there's been a lot of heat.
Damn.
But
Still,
it came out
USA,
afterwards that like he had COVID during the race. I don't fucking know. But regardless, like I want to hear you guys' take on like, do you think in his position like the cockiness is justified? And like not even having to know about like how he is as a sprinter, like his performances or anything, but like you're a world-class sprinter. Do you have the stance to say like, yeah, the NBA championship, like you guys aren't on the same level as me?
The yes and no, because as like a track lead, I would say, because like if I could pick any, even over football, a track's my life pretty much.
Yeah.
I still love track, but it's still two completely different things. At the end of the day, he did win gold in the Olympics. He's the fastest man in the world right now.
Yeah.
At that, he can say what he wants, I think, but I think he's not taking into consideration with like how good like the NFL and the MLB and the NBA are.
Yeah.
And the thing that gets me with it is, yeah, they're like, I consider NFL, like you said, the Super Bowl champs are not world champs when they say world champs, but there's people from other countries coming to the United States
Right.
to
That
play
was what
for
I
the
was gonna
NBA
say.
Yeah.
and in the NFL and in the MLB.
That's
Yeah,
my
100%.
point.
the best
right?
players
Like-
from these countries are coming here
Yeah.
and playing. Like,
So it kind of is like the world championship
think it
because it's
is.
like if you're good enough, if you're good enough that you don't have to play in like FIBA, like a European fucking basketball league, like you're gonna play in the NBA,
Yeah.
right? So like that is kind of like peak of the peak, but
and American football isn't really played outside the States.
yeah,
So, and I think if it was, I don't
yeah.
think. I think it'd be not much. It'd be like playing against high schoolers.
I
But
don't
I
know,
think,
because,
I think eventually, if they got the
yeah,
like
people
if
from
you
rugby,
got the same athletes to play that and learn it well, I think it could be. But I think your point is what hit the nail on the head. That's exactly what I would say.
Like Jokic coming
Jokic,
Playing in
Giannis.
NBL.
You talk about like
right?
hockey. They're all from like
yeah, you talk about all these
Different
players. It's a pinnacle for these athletes to go play on the stage in the U.S. And like, it's not that we're like trying to make it that, but it's just what it is. Like, I can see both ends of the spectrum. Like, I think Luke, what you were saying was like, he is fastest man in the world, dope. But like, you're also from the U.S. I almost think like it's two tone. Like, why are you shitting on? the
Yeah,
US? Like,
yeah. And then
I don't
he
know,
runs
like,
around with a flag
also-
on his back. Do you
also,
think
like-
he's shitting on the U.S. though, or just like
I think
Oh.
it's
the
US.
NBA?
I don't know, but like also, like I don't know. How do you?
That seems
I
like
think
because
it's
he
tough
said
when-
MLB, NBA, and NFL.
I think it's
But
also
they're all the same case. Like it's not the country that he's shitting on. Like he could very well, I feel like, still
Title
love
itself.
the United States of America. But
But then again, I think it's so difficult for athletes to like say something about a completely different sport when you have no
Yeah.
like actual knowledge or context as to what goes into it. Like, I don't know. I just don't hold a lot of validity in someone who doesn't do the sport saying something. Like, I mean, I can understand where they're coming from, but like
yeah, like Pat McAfee.
comparing apples to oranges. Yeah, exactly. No, I love Pat McAfee, but like, I don't know.
No, I get what you're saying though. Like
It's tough.
he doesn't really have the context. Like it'd be a lot different of a conversation if fucking like Michael Jordan now is like, you know, world champions of what, the NBA, and obviously it's a different story, which he would never say.
Yeah.
But I
Like,
get
it would be
your
one thing
point.
if he was like, there was someone in the U.S. or like say, I don't know. Yeah, the U.S. again. Say he lost in Worlds or like not Worlds. Say like the U.S. he lost in like trials or something. But then he made the cut, went and then was like, oh, someone who made the cut was talking shit, and then they could at least talk about the same sport, like and put it in
Yeah.
perspective, I guess. But like, I don't know, NBA to another sport, I think that's a little unjustified. In my
do
opinion.
you guys like when people like are cocky in general as athletes?
Yeah,
You
Depends.
do?
yeah.
Depends if I like him.
Well, what makes you like him or not dislike?
Because
him?
there's like, because I get mad. He
Yeah.
knows it too. Like I get mad. Like when I'm seeing the Jaguars get dogged on by the Chiefs,
Yeah,
and Travis Kelce's out here yelling at people's faces, acting like a complete asshole.
yeah.
I get like, nah, dude.
So you think it's a matter of like,
Like I hate that shit.
Confidence over cockiness.
right?
Yeah.
I think it's the way you carry yourself. Like if you play the sport with swagger,
Yeah.
then it speaks for itself. Like if you have a demeanor when you're out there,
Yeah.
like I don't know. I would say like for instance, this is a bad example, but I was gonna say like the way that Dion used to play, he speaks up a lot now, and he did even when he played, but like it was fucking justified. That
Yeah,
man was
he
just a
filthy.
amazing kick and punt returner, an amazing DB. Like this man was just a freak. Like, I think, but if I don't, maybe there's a, for lack of better example, but if you can play and with a swagger and people can see it, but you're not necessarily like fucking shoving it down someone's throat.
Yeah.
I respect that the most.
Yeah.
Travis Kelce doesn't do. He's just a douchebag that would get
Yeah.
cooked by half the D linemen on the fucking Jaguars if they were one-on-one.
All right, that's fair. Where do you think the line between cockiness and confidence is drawn?
When
Pretty much
people talk about you and you don't have to talk about yourself.
So you think confidence is quiet?
You can talk, but like when people tell your story,
Yeah.
that goes a lot further than you having to explain it yourself. Think about the greatness behind the best athletes in the world, not having to be on the podium and being like, "Oh, I'm everyone." It's unanimous. They know it. Like that's defined confidence and greatness.
Doesn't that kind of supersede like your own personal behavior though, to some extent? Like,
But it comes from that. It stems from your behavior.
well, it
To a
sounds from your
degree.
performance, but like I'm talking about, you're saying like other people talking about you, but that's gonna come from playing well, like being that guy versus like actually talking about yourself being that guy.
Then I guess it stems. But I don't know the line. It's maybe
You
not.
think if it's justified? Like you think if you're that guy and you're cocky, then it's fine?
Maybe the line is talking shit about other players. Maybe
I
that's.
don't- I think
I
this.
don't
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. It's tough. That's a tough question. What do you think?
I've always been, I don't know. For me personally, I've never been like, I never talk shit. I never talk smack. I'm like, if you want to work this out, we work it out in the field. You know what
I don't
mean?
like smack talk.
Yeah, like I'm just gonna.
I
Win.
don't
I'm
fi-
just
I
gonna
think-
win. Like
I
I
don't
don't
like
need
people
to
being a
talk about
dick.
it. I'm just
Yeah.
gonna win. But like,
Smack talk's fucking.
I
Small
mean,
dick
there are
energy.
times like Michael Jordan talked a whole lot of shit, but like no one talks about him being cocky because he's that fucking guy. You know, like at some point it's almost like they let it pass because you're at that level of talent where it's like, yeah, he can kind of just say whatever he wants. Like if Tiger Woods was talking shit when he was in his prime for fucking 7 years or whatever, I don't think anyone would be like, yeah, this guy's just cocky. He's just like an idiot. Like no, he was just that fucking guy. So I don't know. I think that's my take. Like you gotta walk the walk, you know?
What about like extreme circumstances like McGregor or something like?
McGregor backed it up though.
Yeah, that's
That no,
he
I
did
feel like
though,
that's the
but now
difference
he
between
doesn't.
fighting though.
But he
too.
doesn't anymore. Fighting is a little bit
Fighting
different.
in a sport, I mean that's a sport, but like fighting in like football or basketball is different.
Well, fighting's literally
That's
like
they're putting on
I
a
could
show. Like,
kill
they're
you.
getting
Yeah.
paid. Half that shit's fake.
That's true. That's part of the ambiance in the show.
Yeah.
But I
They're
mean,
like, hey, I'm gonna
yeah.
do this at this point. I'm gonna say this to you, by the way.
But then again, isn't all of it?
Well, yeah. Here's the thing.
No, I think
Do you
football,
think?
I don't.
Do you think Noah Lyles like believes everything he said, or you think he's just trying to get like,
Press.
I
media
think he believes
attention
it.
I don't know.
for the Olympics, especially? Like this shit all came up before the Olympics, like, and now no one's gonna talk about him for 4 years probably, and maybe more if he doesn't compete again.
Yeah.
So, who knows? But
We're talking about him.
we are right now. But the Olympics just ended, right? Give
Yeah.
it a year, 2 years. No one's gonna be fucking talking about Noah Lyles. Not other than the people that are super into track and watching like diamond leagues and pro meets and stuff like that. But he will not have a spot on ESPN. You know, so I don't know. Maybe it's part of the game, but
Do you guys watch? Was there any other moments you guys enjoyed this year from the Olympics? Anything that stuck out? If I know we kind of had it on in the house like time to time, some stuff, but I don't know if there was any other pivotal moments this year you guys enjoyed.
Probably, it was all track and field stuff, but like Hawker winning the 1600, I think was kind of badass because he was not supposed to win that. That was like one of those, like, dig down deep type things.
was
Like
it
he
the
was not
the
supposed to win.
15? Was it? I saw
That
some
was the
dude had a
1600.
crazy maybe we were
It
talking
was something
about
like
Olympics.
I think it was.
That's the mile, right? And then there's
Yeah.
the 15 from the deck. Some dude cooked a 1500 apparently.
No, but he like pulled. He wasn't like because I watched the trials for that too, and he was like, there was like 3 guys that were like the dogs.
Yeah.
And he was like there with them. He got there, but he was still a little bit behind.
Yeah.
But then the final came, and he like the last 100. He was like,
Oh,
slightly
really?
past him, right at the cusp.
Yeah.
He like wasn't supposed to win that.
You
he
love
was
the
American,
you gotta love the underdog
so
stories.
I was like,
Yeah.
yeah.
always.
And I don't even like long distance, and that was pretty cool.
Yeah. The Sydney McLaughlin, her whole performance honestly was just like insane. She was just
Wild.
She's
fucking
filthy.
cooking people in the
She's
400
filthy.
hurdles. She's unreal. There's another. there's a couple that's like Instagram famous, and they're famous because they're phenomenal athletes as well. But they're like the Woodhalls. I forget their names. Tara Woodhall, maybe something like that. And then her husband. She's a jumper. He's a Paralympic athlete. He's missing both of his legs, but he's a sprinter. And I've seen a few videos of like her because she won. I think she won gold in the long jump. Maybe it was the triple. And just like I've seen clips of like them talking to each other on the sidelines. It's like really fucking like
That's
wholesome,
cool.
like cool shit. Yeah,
That's very
like one of the things. Just like she ran up to him and he was like, "Congratulations!" Like all this shit. Like they're both like celebrating after she won, and she was like, "It was so hard." Like it was so difficult to get to that point, which is kind of crazy to say to like someone that's your like significant other, to be in that position where you can be like, that was so fucking hard. Like that was so difficult. And he being an athlete, like a track athlete as well, understands like how much of a struggle that is. I don't know. It was just a cool story between those two. That was one of the highlights for me. I think the other standout
Gymnast.
that we're missing.
Yeah.
Gymnastics though is fun. I
Steven,
don't know
bro.
what the fuck's
Yeah.
going on.
Steven.
Yeah, that was
The
good.
Steven.
The pommel horse
Yes,
specialist,
we watched it, all of us that night when it
You were
came
watching
out.
it with us, weren't
I'm
you?
talking about the girls. I'm not talking about the dudes.
I'm
The
talking
girls
about the
were-
dudes.
No,
This
I
dude,
don't-
this
I don't-
fucking dude,
The whole
like
night.
I don't give a fuck about
nerdy
the
looking
dudes.
fucking dude's got the glasses on, and the whole night.
Oh,
his-
that
yeah, you know what we're talking about now?
they compared him to that fucking Steve from American Dad, and it looks just like him. Have you seen American Dad?
Yes, I know what you're talking. Yeah,
They
I
compared him
don't
and like
know.
he just looks like him.
Really?
Yeah, the shirtless scene was Steve. Yeah.
Dude, that dude's killed people. Like the way his demeanor, that whole fucking time just waiting to do the pommel horse, he's just fucking stone faced, just like staring. Dude, it was crazy.
Then just destroyed it.
and then just killed it. Yeah,
Yeah, that was cool.
that was
a
a cool
story.
Yeah, I think people liked him a lot.
That team was pretty good. There was another kid on there that his mom had passed, and like I forget if you had seen him, but he like had dedicated it all to her, and that was pretty
really?
cool.
Oh, well, two things. The guy that was sleeping on the streets, the
Oh, I
gold
didn't see
medalist
that.
sleeping on the streets because the living conditions were so bad in Paris.
Holy shit!
It's a gold medalist sleeping like in like the park.
While he was at the Olympics,
After he won, yeah.
holy
there was
shit!
pictures of him with his
was
gold
he
medal.
French?
No, I don't think he's from a different country, but he said living conditions were so bad that he was out there.
In the
You can
Olympic
look it up, you'll
Village?
see it. Yeah,
That's wild.
so it was awful. But
insane.
Can you
I want to
imagine
know your
being in,
take
like,
on
with
it.
all those athletes?
Dude, I fucking loved all the Olympic Village stuff I was seeing. There was one guy that was famous because he kept taking, like, he loved the muffins that they had in the cafeteria. And there were a ton of pictures of him walking around with like 6 muffins in his arms. He was a swimmer. It was funny as shit, bro. It was so
Good shit in
good.
the pool too, though. Dressel from America, I think he has like 5 gold now. So
Yeah, he's a
he-
freak.
He did great.
Though there's a
Ledecky.
woman too from
Ledecky's just
Ledecky, is that what it is?
disgusting. She's got like, I don't know what this was like her second or third Olympics, and she's
Yeah.
just
She's a stud.
disgusting. And then I mean also Simone Biles. I think that's like a pretty unanimous story that everyone knows, but it's cool to see how like the last Olympics she was struggling pretty
Yeah.
going through some shit, and then just like she was like, yeah, I'm back on my shit.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm
Yeah.
here for. So that was pretty cool. Trying to think if there was any
I
other
was
like
gonna ask you about how do you feel about the opening ceremony.
I didn't watch it, but I heard some things.
I didn't either, and I don't know if we should get into it. I didn't get
It was a little bit
You and me are
controversial.
religious.
I don't know. I think like
I've heard two things, and I get both sides of it.
I think like
I think-
the opinion that I resonate with the most is like it took away from the Olympics should be about the athletes, right? And about the countries. Like it should be about the athletic like endeavors and like the efforts that it takes to get to there. And apparently, again, I didn't watch it, but from what I heard, like a lot of that ceremony took away from that a lot. Like the
Oh, yeah,
focus
it was
was not on
nothing
the
about
athletes.
athletes.
It
It
was
was-
like a political statement almost.
I love
agree
metal.
with that.
I love metal. Obviously, metal music.
Yeah.
They had Gorgia or whatever it is, which is an aggressive metal band.
Yeah.
In like open,
Oh, really?
just like, like this is not.
I agree
Not
though.
the
It should
place
be
for it.
it should be like it should be about the athletes, it should be about the countries, it should be about the country that's hosting it. Like it should be
Yeah.
I'm not
and like the tradition, like
Yes,
all these countries
tradition.
coming together. Like that's
Yes.
the cool thing
The
about
unity
it,
of
right? Yeah.
the Olympics.
And
Yes.
it shouldn't be whatever the fucking bullshit it was. But regardless, yeah, that was definitely a hot topic of conversation, I think. I don't know how you feel about it.
I was mad about it at first because I was reading about it and they were like saying that it was like a dig on the Last Supper. It was a bunch
Yeah.
of
Oh yeah, they
transgenders.
like made fun of Christianity at one point, didn't they?
I don't think it really was. I think there was definitely some things that was like, okay. Okay, so initially it's supposed to be like the dinner of Demetrius or something, which is like a Greek thing, I think, or something.
Okay.
Demetrius, which makes sense for the Olympics. I think it was something about like gathering, coming together.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's some stuff in there that's just like, okay, this is not
too
like
much.
I know what you're going for. I saw like the research on like where this originates from. There's some stuff in that ceremony that are not part of that original thing. That are just clearly addressing other stuff going on.
Yeah. They
So
ad-libbed
I was
a little
like,
bit.
I'm iffy about it.
I will
No.
say that is the one religion that you can make fun of.
Yeah.
Because if they came out and
Christianity?
started making fun of like Muslim people, like Islam,
Yeah.
bro, like it would be some serious fucking heat on
Yeah,
the
it's
entire fucking country of France. But
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, at the end, I was mad at first, but at the end of the day, I don't really care.
Yeah.
It's just people are gonna do what they're gonna do. That's the world we live in now.
I do like the Olympics a lot, though. I like that it's supposed to at least be about like unity and like togetherness, and that like it's just cool.
It's the
I
whole
like that
world
there's all
coming
these
together,
stories of these athletes, and like and even like the swimmer from Romania. What's the chlorine daddy?
Chlorine daddy.
Yeah, like this guy. It was
What
such
the
a cool
fuck, you guys?
story. Like this. So that for context, Luke, there was this one night we were watching it, and this Romanian, I believe it's Romania. I hope I'm not fucking that up, but I think it's Romania. He was asked, and he had a ton of scholarships for the U.S. to go swim. Freak, and he instead like his whole story is that like he loves his country. It's not big. He just like it's not crazy. The athletics are not like ours. It's not this robust system. It's just tradition. It's like classic Romanian swimming in a pool with a bunch of like, it's like a public school that he trains in.
Yeah.
And he's like, I like that. Like he trains and he will like go as fast as he can from one end to the other. And there are like kids in the pool and he's like trying to avoid them. And he's like, and
That's
the whole
funny.
story is like, he's just like, I'm happy. Like this is life in Romania. And like, if I can bring back gold to my people, that's
Did
what
he?
it's about. Yeah.
That's
he
pretty cool.
crushed the race. Like he was just disgusting. Like such a good swimmer. I think he won gold in one, maybe two different races, but like that's what it's about. Like that's cool. Like,
Yeah.
and we always get the glorified American shit, which I'm here for. USA, I'm in. But like it's cool to see the stories of the South Sudan basketball team that doesn't have the facilities and is
So they almost
training
fucked up the
outside.
Americans.
And then like rivals America or these teams.
Serbia versus the
Yeah.
U.S. team was really good.
Yeah,
that
like
was close.
it's very cool to see that and those stories.
Even though Jokic
It's
is an
like-
asshole.
You don't like him? It's just like love of the sport, you know?
Yep.
It's cool. There's this wasn't from this Olympics, but one of the like best Olympic stories I've heard was or seen. There's like plenty of videos of it, but it's this dude, I think he was German. He was a weightlifter, an Olympic weightlifter. And,
I know, yeah.
his wife died. She
Have
was
you
like,
seen the
I think she was
pictures of
very
that?
sick before the Olympics, and he was like, "I'm gonna win gold for you," and she died. And then he goes to the Olympics, and I think like on the last like event, I'm not 100% sure how the weightlifting works, but like in the last event or like the last lift, like basically, he won, like he won gold, and there's a like the clip of him afterwards. He's holding the gold medal up. He's holding the picture. Of
I've
his
seen
wife.
that.
Yeah, that's
Such a,
super
like,
fucking
heartwarming.
awesome. Yeah, super cool. I keep seeing like these edited videos too of like it's a clean and jerk, right? So you clean it up to basically like front squat position, and then you jerk it over your head, or clean and press, whatever the fuck it is.
You know
I've
what
seen
it's called.
videos. It's a clean and jerk. That's right.
You got-
Yeah,
you
clean,
know
and,
that.
clean and jerk. Yeah.
you good.
I usually jerk then clean, but
All
that's
right,
me.
we're
You guys
done.
talking about gymnasts, fucking swimming.
Anyway,
swimming.
I keep seeing these like edited videos, and it like he like cleans it, right? He gets it to the front squat position. He's got to get it up, and
He's got to get it up.
he's got to get it up, and then it cuts to like a cartoon drawing. And it like
I've
shows
seen the
like his
animated
wife
thing.
drawn in, and he's like unsure if he's gonna get it, and his wife like appears next to him, and she's like got her hands on the bar, and she's like, "We got this," and lifts it up. It's fucking cool.
I've seen that too.
Really
it gave me
cool story.
goosebumps. That is a
you
cool
do have
story.
goosebumps. What the
I
fuck?
know. It's like
Yeah,
it's a good story.
that's like love. I mean, that like maybe that like supersedes love of the sport, but that's also like love of the sport, and like just like I don't know, it's just such a good human story.
Yeah, I feel like that's what the Olympics are for, and I think it's like one of the only last things like as a planet that like actually we can all put our differences aside at this
Yeah.
point and be like, let's just do what we used to do.
Yeah.
Let's not argue about it.
Even Ukraine being
Well,
there, dude.
The ceremony ruined that. Because
Well,
we did argue about it for a
maybe.
long time. A lot of countries.
But
Yeah,
like,
we're here
like,
talking about the success stories now. You know?
Yeah, even like Ukraine being there, given everything that's going on, and Russia not, those fuckers. Yeah, I don't know. It definitely is something that like really, I keep looking for a word that I can't find, but supersedes like the day to day. You know, it's like everybody put down all the shit that you're doing, and we're gonna go run fast and swim fast and throw
It's the
shit far.
bypass system. It's just
Yeah. How about that fucking Turkish dude, the Hitman?
Yeah, that guy's badass. That guy's badass.
wild. What did he finish? Did he get silver in that?
Yeah,
right?
he took silver. I keep seeing a lot of memes too. It's like, yeah, they told him to get silver so it wouldn't be too suspicious. It's like that clip from The Incredibles when Dash is running the 100. They're like, close second, close second.
Damn, he's a
That's
fucking
funny.
John Wick out there.
Yeah,
that was
bro.
wild. That was cool though.
Crazy.
These are cool stories. I mean,
Yeah.
and there's so many random events too. Like some of the cool ones they've added, which
Dude, they had a breakdancing one.
that one's
Stupid-
a little
That's stupid.
Yeah, that's
bit
not my
much.
favorite.
Stupid.
It's a bit much.
But like the I keep talking about the rock climbing, like where they're just scaling up these walls. And I remember at work just watching them, like and they're just
They're insane.
throwing their bodies. I'm like, what is? And then like what else were the
Handball.
kayaking was really cool. The cannonball was cool.
Yeah.
So
I want to play handball now.
yeah, I would too. That
It
would be
looks actually
so much
super
fun.
fun.
We used to actually do that at that camp I used to
Really?
go to. That we would play it. Yeah, and it was so
Yeah,
fun.
it sounds like a good fucking time. But
Yeah, handball's good shit. But
Olympics are good shit. I thought this was like, I mean, granted, like age maybe plays a factor, but I think this was like my favorite one. Just because like the way social media is now, like you get all these small little stories and like the dude with the muffins. Like no one would have heard about that shit otherwise. But
That's cool.
like, it's funny.
I wish I had seen more of like the village. Like I wish they had like a ton of behind.
Oh, there's a dude. You should go back. Like you could probably find shit of like all the athletes were posting like on like Instagram and stuff from the village, and a lot of people were like, "This is like Love Island." Like
So
this
do they
is-
all-
like, so it's the
Was
newest
that the whole
reality
thing,
show.
like,
How big is their area? Like,
I don't
do you
know.
guys know?
I don't know.
I heard it was awful. I don't know where that's coming
Really?
from though. I heard it was awful.
Really?
For like he was sleeping. Like there's a
Yeah,
whole thing.
that's
on it.
fucked.
That is
I didn't know
bad.
that, but I don't know. They have like a whole dining area.
There's a
and
lot of
everything
countries
like
that had to
so-
pay to stay there.
Well, next time it's in LA, so we got to make a trip out. for
Yeah,
sure.
that'd be fucking sick.
That would be
I'd be down.
ideal. But
That'd be sweet.
I was just gonna say we're
Sports.
segueing into football season here, and
Oh, jeez, I'm out.
a lot on my mind.
I'm out.
See, that's the good thing though. What he just said.
Well, yeah, we can.
I'm
talk
out. That's what we wanted to spiral into.
Time,
That is-
time of
We
the
want to
year.
dig into that little brain.
Time of year I spend time alone.
I for me,
Some
I
days
would like
alone.
to know where the distaste comes from.
Yes. And I'm
Um,
very curious as well, having someone that has played football like us. You know, you've kind of lived that high school life of running, like playing football and playing sports, being athletic,
Yeah.
being in that community, like jock community, stuff like that.
Yeah.
once being athletic.
Yeah, I'm washed up now.
Yeah, triple washed.
Who came in first in the donkey race?
Huh?
Which one of us came in first in the donkey race?
Whoa.
I think
Oh, I meant to look
I
that
think
up.
you
today.
were ahead of me.
I meant to look up the standings.
I'm gonna look it
though.
up right now.
Yeah, I want to know too.
Regardless, I'll answer your question, Luke. Here's the thing. Like you said,
I want from the jump though,
yeah. No, wait. What do you mean?
like just whatever when it started,
Look
like
up the
stemming into now, all the
Okay.
details.
I've always been an athlete. Like I've always been athletic. I was like always kind of naturally athletic when I was younger. Played a lot of sports growing up. There was a period of time when I was like in like middle school that I started. I don't know why, but like started kind of just dropping out of all my sports. This isn't relevant to the story, but you said from the jump. So, and then time went by. I think I just got bored and I started picking sports back up. And then I was a 3-sport athlete most of high school. So like, it's definitely weird. I think I'm in the minority of people that like was an athlete their whole life, and doesn't really love watching sports.
Because you like the Olympics though.
I do like the Olympics. I think that like the issue is that I'm so fucking like hyperactive that like people are like, let's sit down and watch a football game, and I'll watch for 5 minutes, and I'm like, I want to go like throw a football around. Like I want to go do whatever I'm watching. Like I want to do the activity. I can't fucking sit still and like pay attention, like absorb the game. So I just don't genuinely enjoy watching sports. And so football season comes around. Everybody spends their entire Sunday watching Red Zone.
He does that. I only watch the Jaguars.
And I'm like,
What? Me?
You're a Red Zone fiend.
Well, yeah, but I'll do stuff while it'll just sit there in the background.
yeah, but yeah, I can't do that. So then it's like,
But then why can you watch golf?
I don't watch golf that consistently. I watch golf like half paying attention.
Okay.
And that's one of the sports that you can do that too. I feel like football, you kind of have to pay attention.
Yeah.
But I think like football season comes around and I'm like, okay, now everyone that I hang out with is spending their whole Sunday doing an activity I don't want to do. So I'm like,
Yeah.
just kind of got to do my own thing on those days. So
You'll think you ever get back into it?
watching it?
Yeah.
No.
Ever.
No, I don't think so. I really don't think so. The
But
only
you
thing
do
that
the Super
sucks
Bowl.
about it is
I know you do the Super Bowl. You watch the Super Bowl, right?
I'll watch the big events. Like I'll watch
Yeah.
like the NBA finals and I'll watch the Super Bowl. That's kind of it, honestly. And I'll watch the big golf tournaments, but like yeah, I don't think I'll ever really like get into it, honestly. I don't know. Yeah.
What do you think on that?
I was trying to find out results.
No luck.
Didn't see anything. No, I understand where that comes from. I mean, that makes sense. I don't know. It's for some people, it's not.
Mm-hmm.
The intellects enjoy it, and
I'm just too dumb for it, I guess.
yeah. Nah, I understand it, but I don't know. I just enjoy the stories and the players, and I like having my teams to root for. I don't know. It's just preference, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
But we'll get him to watch a couple games this year.
yeah.
I always watch a couple games.
No, we'll get you to watch a couple games.
When it's like an event.
No,
when it's
more
like
than
a bunch
that.
of
Not
friends-
Super Bowl, no playoffs. We're gonna get you to watch.
No.
regular
We
season.
did that. We've done that the last few years. Like, there's every once in a while, like everyone's like, all right, let's go watch the game. Like, it's a group of people. We're all hanging out. No one's like really paying attention.
I
A little
don't like
bit.
that.
We
though.
just do Sunday Fun.
I don't
and get
do that.
2 full Mega Mosa pictures and
Yeah, we just get fucking
Yeah, see, that's when I'm not into it.
At Stonies.
bad
I'm
bad
opposite.
day.
Fun day.
Great day. Horrible.
I cut
next
myself
day.
off at 1. I was smart.
I was doing pictures right out.
yeah, and then you went out.
No, that was on a Sunday. I didn't.
I
go
just
out.
want you to watch one Jaguars game with me back to back, or not back to back, but just.
I feel like I watched the Jaguars game with you last year, didn't I not?
No way.
I feel like he did too. I feel like we all watched them.
Yeah.
Nope. What game was it?
This is
I
how
don't
it goes.
know.
A lot
I
of times
watched-
I'm like, I'm up in my room doing work, come downstairs, like make some food. You guys have the game on. I'm like, all right, I'll sit and watch for a little bit.
No, I need you to watch the whole thing.
Why?
Because I need you to experience those emotions with me.
I won't be emotional about it.
Oh yeah,
though.
you will. Cause
No,
I get
won't.
emotional.
Okay, that's gonna be you. I'll be next to you being unfazed.
It's a lie, bro.
It's
I
not.
know
a
how
lie.
he is. He's acting different in front of the camera, folks. Don't let it fool you.
That's not
Lot
true.
of
I
tears.
Don't let it
I don't
fool
even
ya.
do that.
Don't
I've
let
seen
it.
you jump up and down in tears for
That's
games.
just not true.
Yeah,
That
it's
is
frequent.
Don't let him
It's
fool you guys.
fabricated.
He's doing all this for an act.
That's fabricated.
He's playing a character right now.
All right. Well, season's on the brink. We'll talk about it for a minute, and then we'll segue into something else so we can all entertain something. But I'd love to hear your preseason jitters and how you feel like going into the season. Like what?
I'm iffy about preseason. I'm very I'm vocal about how I feel about preseason. I think it's a bunch of bullshit.
Wait, that it like even exists?
Yeah, I don't like preseason that much.
Why?
And he knows it because I always complain about it because it's just a lot of, as a Jaguars fan, they just played the Chiefs. They beat the Chiefs pretty well football. And all the fucking Jaguars fans are like, it's going to be different now. We got it this year.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, the starters played for like
yeah,
5 minutes.
It doesn't
Dude.
really.
It's
matter.
not
Like,
the
it's
same
not
team.
indicative of the
It's
team.
not,
at all.
you know,
Agreed.
and a lot of people, like Hunter's case, he has a reason to watch preseason. He has Drake May coming in, and he has Teddy Bridgewater like coaching him up, trying to do that little.
So to see like new players. Like, if they're
Yes,
actually gonna
my
perform.
team, I have like one wide receiver I'd like to see, but like I'm not gonna go around saying, "Yeah, we got the division now. We beat the Chiefs in preseason."
Yeah.
I agree with that.
It's that I don't watch them. I don't really watch the games. I'll watch the highlights. I'll see how Trevor played in the first quarter, how ETN played in the first quarter, how the defense did in the first quarter, and then I'm like, I don't care what happened.
So you have an issue with.
I don't need third strings throwing footballs and then say like, do you see this? Like the third string threw a decent pass.
Yeah.
It's a pretty cool pass by the receiver, the rookie receiver, and it's just all over the place.
Really?
And I'm like, that's cool, but like, unless you're bringing a Super Bowl ring home, I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I don't care about a third string quarterback throwing a wonky ball that a receiver saved.
So you have an issue with the reactions and the overhype of the
Yeah.
preseason, but you don't have an issue with preseason, though, do you? Because
I think the week 1 and 2, yeah.
Okay.
I think the starters should not be playing one quarter.
What do you think they should be doing?
I think you should have maybe 1 or 2 games, and the starter will start off playing the first half and then the first 3 quarters. But I guess at the end of the day, giving circumstances for other teams to have in your situation figure out who plays and who starts, even though they kind of already know Bridgewater's going to coach them up. But there's teams that don't know their starters yet, which is why that makes sense. But
Yeah.
for my team in this moment, I don't give a shit.
That's fair.
You know what I mean?
That's fair.
2020, I gave a shit. But now.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I always fall back on Edelman's ideology behind preseason is I don't really watch or dig too deep into it or read too deep into it because like you said, there's too much random shit going on and it's just it's testing the waters. But I think it's important for players because it's reps. Like Edelman's point is it's reps.
That is good.
Like the more you take away from them, it just becomes fluff and then
But that's why I want it to be starters play more.
Yeah.
They're going to be playing all season.
yeah.
I mean, get the rookies in, get the not starters in, but you got to be focused. Don't give Lawrence 4 quarters throughout 4 weeks.
But I think it's also important for those younger guys to get in and show something because that's where their only chance is going to be to make the roster. And then maybe they turn out to be good. But I don't know. Preseason's preseason. But it's all exciting stuff.
Same with the Pro Bowl.
Super
Pro Bowl
exciting.
sucks.
Yeah.
I'm thrilled.
All right. Well, let's bring it back to ground zero on Earth here. Well, do you have any results come up there?
No, I couldn't find anything.
I didn't either. I
was
tried a
looking
couple.
for photos too. Nothing.
I was trying different websites and I don't know how long that takes, but
I
up there they're probably still counting.
I think you
tally
did finish
sheets.
ahead of me by a second, but
No, you and I were pretty close. I just remember.
Did you guys race at the end? Try to beat each
we
other?
were just
our
trying to.
fucking donkeys were not running.
Yeah.
They would not move towards the end. Usually because people are cheering. There's a lot of people waiting around the finish line, yelling and stuff, and that usually gets them riled up. But ours were just kind of done.
Yeah.
We're not having it. So
Yeah.
they were cheering for a long time as we walked across the finish line. But
Yeah.
it was fun. I regret nothing.
Yeah. I'd agree. Want to take a quick pause?
Yeah, sure. All right,
Walk.
we're changing subjects pretty heavy here, boys.
All right.
Heavy. Oh, we back in the fucking sad shit.
No, it's not sad. It's quite happy. Well, hopefully. Hold on, we gotta take a little suspense break while I pop a little
sugar?
a little 5-hour energy. I want to hear from you two what your favorite tradition of our house is.
Of what?
Of our house is. What we do.
I have a new one.
What'd you say?
It's not a tradition, I guess, but
No, it doesn't have to be not something that we do consistently that you like, that you enjoy.
I love that. I wake up to hearing either, most likely, you singing and a Kit Kat sliding under my door. That's one of my best moments.
Do I sing in the morning?
That's all. Yeah, because you were singing.
I was?
I don't remember what it was because I was like in and out of a nap.
Dude, you know what it was? I was leaning under your door going, ring around.
Yes, that's what it was.
Rosie.
And I was like, fucking.
He loves it.
And I was scraping my ring on the door.
And I woke up and I was like, and I saw a Kit Kat and I was like, yes. And he's done it before. That's my new favorite tradition: finding Kit Kats around the house.
I'm gonna start hiding them. I'll start
Oh,
sending you.
fucking-
I'll start sending you riddles.
That'd be so fun.
Damn,
That'd be kind of fun. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that.
That's wild.
We can do it with him. We just do have to hide Nature Valley bars around the house.
That's true. Little crumb bars. You fucking love those things.
I do.
I won't count that because we're not all involved in that. I would say the little Asian book. Little Asian girl book.
Can we rephrase it so I can use this?
That's what it's called. Little Asian Girl book or something like
That
that.
is a tradition. Though.
what
It's
is it
wild.
It's called My Life as a Little Asian Girl or something like
Yeah, I
that.
think you're right, actually.
I swear to God.
Okay, for context, our buddy whose name I'm gonna fucking drop this time because he deserves it.
Yeah,
Our
for
buddy
sure.
Seymour has a history of sending both of us some pretty fucked gifts for our birthdays and for Christmas. I have a statue. Dude, should I bring down the fucking little statue of me to show
Yes.
them?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go grab it. This is one of Seymour's gifts. 1 second.
For context on the other gift, the one we're talking about right now, before Pete and I were going to Asia, I got a package in the mail, and he had told me that the gift was going to be for both of us for our trip to Southeast Asia. I didn't realize it was going to be a little children's book.
We should find the book, but I don't know where it's hidden.
I don't either. I don't know who has it. So the tradition
It's
is
hidden. Yeah.
it's this little graphic book of literally. Oh my god! And well, it's a book, and we hide it in each other's rooms. We'll talk about it in a second. Pete's got the. This is what he said.
Give him a jump scare with it. You gotta take your shirt off and your pants and probably your underwear too.
Okay.
It's out of frame. There's no more scary text that you can get from Seymour than "What's your address?"
Yeah, that's
and a
it.
couple weeks later, "You have a package coming today." Is probably one of the most terrifying texts you can get.
That really is it. That was the text multiple times because he's asked me for it for not only the book that he sent for us on the trip, but also that he's like, I have to send Pete something. What's your address?
This fucking thing. But did you explain the book?
Yeah, I kind of didn't really know how to describe it. I said there was a graphic little.
It's a little kid's book, but it's literally called "My Life as a Little Asian Girl," and I think it's for like. I don't know what the purpose is, but regardless, he sent it to us because we were going to Asia, and we've had a little tradition of hiding it in each other's rooms. I had the best hiding spot, by the way, behind your
I think
fucking.
That was yours?
Yeah.
I put it behind
Oh,
one of Luke's.
damn.
What's it called?
Canvases.
Canvases, like in the backside of it, because they're kind of hollow. I had it hidden there. You never would have.
That would have never been found.
No.
Never
But
would
I
have
kind of
been
Does
found.
removed the
anyone
fun.
know
Like you got to be able
who
to
had
find
it
it.
last?
I don't know. I was just looking for it in my room. I have no idea where it
I
was.
don't either.
It was sitting in my bathroom for a long time, and I did not want to move it.
That was me.
Oh, I thought that was me.
It was sitting
I
on
put it in your
top of
bathroom
the
a couple times.
on top of the
Matt.
mirror in my bathroom for a minute.
I thought that was me.
We're gonna have to track it down. I don't know where it is.
I found something today.
Oh, I was gonna say
Wait.
I hid something today for him.
Yeah, but I found that.
You were with me when I hit it.
So then it's on me.
Yep.
Dude, that was a while ago.
It was a long time ago. I forget kind of where I put it, but I kind of remember.
I don't know where it is then.
Shit.
I'm not gonna find that.
We'll have to look. We'll have to
Wait.
look tonight.
No, he would have found that
I thought so too.
after we
If
did
it's
the
where I
little
think it was.
shenanigans. I think it's in my room.
Hmm.
If he knows where it's at, he's gonna act like he doesn't fucking know. And we're
I-
gonna find
I
out later.
don't know.
If I knew where it was at, I would tell you.
I don't
guys.
remember.
I
I
would tell you
would
where it
too.
was, but I'd tell you I knew.
Yeah, that's a good one though. That keeps it fun.
Tell him
It's
about
fun.
the
We
one
had
you
the
found today.
socks for a little while too.
Oh, that's
When we moved into this house, we had
Jesus Christ.
we had like this is so weird. There was a pair of like socks. When we moved into this house, there was a pair of like socks. I think like in the dryer or something. They were clean, I believe. I hope. And so we would hide those as well for a while. I don't know where those ended up.
well, they're still around. Because
They're-
you know
they're
what?
still
What do you
around.
mean they're still around? You know
still
exactly.
around.
You
what
know
they are.
why? Because
What?
I found one today
And I found one today.
in the dryer, in my dryer,
Oh,
and now I know it wasn't you.
was it?
Wait.
No, it was probably in your sheets. Because weren't you
No,
washing
there was
your
no
sheets?
way.
Yes. It
Oh, I
had
thought
to-
someone put it in my dryer.
No, it definitely.
They were playing
was
the sheets.
Well, that one's back
That's
out now.
why I-
Ooh.
That one's back out
It's
and
back
active
out in
again.
rotation. Oh fuck! It's definitely in my room.
It's not in rotation for me.
I just gave it to him.
Oh Jesus! All right. Well,
Well, the book's got to be with me.
we're gonna have to
So
find
you
this
have
shit all
both? Wait.
tonight.
No, he's got one.
Well, another one is I don't know if they can see that.
Oh yeah.
There's
Yeah,
a little
they can.
dino in frame there.
Yeah,
There's
it's
approximately
little
5
green
more of
thing.
those spread out around the house.
There are a bunch of like little animals. Where the fuck did you guys get all those animals?
Stealing them.
Nice.
Yeah,
right.
different places.
Yeah.
Yeah, bars. That.
Well,
Do we have any others? We didn't really answer what our favorites were, I guess. We kind of just said them all.
no, that's a good one though. It's a good favorite.
I feel like my favorite tradition, like, I don't know if it's a tradition, but my favorite, one of my favorite things is when we're just all three in the kitchen, like just hanging. Like when there's music playing and we're doing all the dumb shit, like those are good moments. And we do it often now, which I like, but those are like, it's not really a tradition, but like that's something I enjoy. And then the holidays too. I think we've had some really good holidays with like hunts. We've done hunts on each other.
The Easter egg hunt was great.
Yeah, but you had one too for Christmas that was good, and picking out the tree was like a blast.
That was fun.
Christmas party, like those are all good traditions in my book.
My favorite might be when we have a fucking Jezebel over, and every 15th of the month we snort cocaine off her tits. That might be the best. That might be the best
intro. Yeah, this video ain't getting monetized. No fucking way.
No way, man. That's the best tradition, damn right.
Jezebel. Nice.
Yeah. You know why we call her that?
Nice.
My parents can never watch this podcast.
Jesus fuck.
Anyway, that's not a real thing.
Yeah, okay.
Should we start it?
Oh, it's already happened.
When's the 15th?
You just don't remember it.
3 days. Thursday, boys. We can
Make a hiring, make a call.
Yeah, we can make a call.
I'm down.
I don't know. So holidays for you would say? I don't know, you had a few answers there, I guess. Holidays,
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Holidays are good though. We do well with the holidays, I think. Running home in the snow on Halloween. That's great.
I'm trying to think of things though.
That was a good
like,
one. That was a good one.
I'm trying to think of things that are like traditions though, like that reoccurringly happen. Like I do enjoy our Sundays with editing.
We have this.
Yeah, this is
pretty good.
This is a tradition,
right? Yeah.
I don't know. You got any? I'll keep thinking, but
my answer was this. Our new tradition of just getting drunk on a weeknight. And,
not a tradition, but golfing. I've had a couple good golfing adventures.
Golfing's fun. Golfing is fun. I'm trying to think. There's something we're missing. I feel like 100%.
Oh,
watching me play board games.
Walks to 7-Eleven.
We do go on the occasion. Me and Luke went on one tonight.
Yeah, those are good.
The walks to 7-Eleven are fun. I think just like you said, like the random moments of like us like in the kitchen yelling absurd shit at each other.
We should do
and
that.
Just the stuff we yell at each other from like our rooms. Like at night, if it's 10:30 and we're all like awake but like getting ready to go to sleep, we're all in our rooms just yelling at each other.
Like 30
Last
minutes.
night was aggressive
for so long.
It is wild, and I feel like I take that for granted because like we won't always have that, and it's nice like to come home, like have a little bit of just like static, just like fun,
yeah,
like,
it's just mindless shit. Like you can just kind of let loose and fucking.
You know what another one is? It's a Hunter and I tradition, but we even Pete little special Alexa notifications and reminders.
Oh boy, what time is it?
You gotta tell this.
What time is it now?
No, I don't have any today. Do I?
Yo, you did.
You got like 4 or 5.
Where's my phone? I want to check.
How about you read them out loud for the class?
Yeah,
where's my phone?
Please read them out loud.
Did they not go off? Fuck.
No, they definitely have been. We're down here right now.
Oh, but don't they remind you on your phone? Hunter's the best at because he's the one that usually leaves.
I don't know when this started, but
Probably when I got that. I didn't put that thing in for a while.
Yeah, he got an Alexa, and I think it's when you like just have been gone. Like maybe it was Italy. I feel like it was Italy.
I think it was.
And then your last trip home for the wedding. Like when you've been gone.
I already see them, bro.
We just will go in his room and we'll like be like, Alexa, call me Dragon Master, like, or like play this X playlist at this
No, you
time.
should say the ones you said today.
Yeah, you should play them.
Those were.
I'm
fucking
gonna read them.
insane.
I'm gonna read off the ones from today. We're gonna see exactly what we got.
I think we
here.
made them today.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on.
It's usually Hunter.
It's a lot
saying
of
them.
reminders. You guys tell her to remind me
Yeah.
of things.
Yeah.
That, like,
It's Hunter
Dude,
saying them, and I'm in your closet like crying of laughter.
when I was in Italy, I came back and you guys had set reminders for like 2:30 in the morning for a couple of them. I was like, dude, I need to remove these.
I had to remove some when you were back home last time.
Yeah,
I
because
was
we were like, oh wait, he's at work.
Well, I was like, he might be in office in like
Yeah,
Boston. And I was
bro.
like, you can't have that come up.
Okay, today at 9:28 p.m. Oh, it just picked up on what you just said. That's what it was. Alexa, call me Dragon Master. But that just happened. Apparently, you guys really wanted to know exactly what you told her today at 12:33. Alexa, tell me all my reminders today.
Wait, no, but that okay, yeah.
And then before I'm going in reverse order, so
Okay.
we're getting earlier.
You should go the other way.
Okay.
No,
he
no,
did
no,
it in a reason.
Nah, just
Yeah,
start
you
from
did.
the earliest, the latest.
Yeah.
Earliest. All right. At 12:32, Alexa, headlamp off.
That was me.
What?
For random reasons.
12:32, Alexa, make sure to play the. And then it cut out. But I see where you were going with it. At 12:32 again, play the Little Mermaid soundtrack at 8:30 p.m. tonight. The next one, Alexa, at 8:30 p.m. tonight, can you remind me to spank that ass, daddy? At 12:33, at 9 p.m. tonight, remind me to put some ointment on my ass. Again at 12:33, Alexa, at 9:30 p.m., remind me to ice ass. Alexa, at 10 p.m., remind me no more ass spanking today.
Oh my god.
That's
We
it.
always
I think
leave
that
3 or 4
caps it.
too.
That was a whole story.
That's got to be going off right now.
Yeah.
I can't
Right
hear
now?
it. It's literally 9:30 on the dot right now, so it must be going off
She's
up
saying
there.
it right now.
She probably is saying
Put
that
some
shit.
ice on that ass.
No more spanking.
Hey, you got a whole
ass, daddy.
storyline today. Normally it's just like random shit. Today was a whole storyline.
No, the worst ones were when I came home and they were going off. They were set up for like 2:30 in the morning. It's like, dude.
I feel like we tried to not make them go off like at fucked hours.
They did. You guys told me to look at them. Like I had removed them, so it didn't happen anymore. But
Okay.
there were some set up for like pretty late. That's a
Oh,
good
man.
one. That's pretty fun. Love coming home to God knows what on my life. Love being in deep focus editing, and I just hear reminding you to spank that ass, daddy. Yeah.
You know,
Our movie nights are pretty good too. Like last night, for instance, we feel like that happens once, maybe like every 2 or 3 weeks. We kind of just, as a crew, plop our ass down and watch a movie or two.
Yeah. Horror
horror
movies, bro.
movie.
It's usually horror movies.
This household is pretty into the horror genre.
Fucking what's the
last two
what's the
suck,
super
though.
fucked up one?
Oh,
Terrifier.
Terrifier.
Yeah,
That one's
Terrifier.
great though.
Yo, if you guys want a good horror movie, honestly, I don't feel like it's super. No, it's kind of creepy, but it's super fucked up. It's really fucked up. It's pretty
extremely
gory.
graphic.
Just shock
Yeah, it's
value.
very graphic, but it's pretty fucking good. Terrifier and Terrifier 2.
What is there one
Soon to
this
be
year?
Terrifier 3. I think it's October.
Terrifier 3 is coming
17th
out.
or
Good
something.
this year.
It's October.
Oh, okay.
October.
I thought I
remember-
saw it was Christmas, like right
No,
after
it's
Christmas.
themed after Christmas, but it comes out in October.
That's so good that
It's like
this
October
year.
16th. Watch October 16th. Look it up. If I'm right,
Was it Terrifier 3?
I get something
What do you get?
good.
Kit Kat.
Yeah, I get a Kit Kat. If it's October
October
16th.
11th.
If it's October
Oh.
11th,
Dude,
I get a
that's
Kit
pretty
Kat.
soon.
That is pretty.
It's
Soon.
2 months.
Yeah.
That's pretty juicy.
That is.
I'm excited for that. That'll
Yeah,
be
me
good.
too.
We should go to theaters for that.
What
I would
else
do
did we
that.
see?
'Cause
What
I
else
don't
did
think
we
we
see
should
that was
watch that
good?
one.
Oh, we watched
The
the
House.
Hell House.
The
Hell
Hell House
House movies
series.
are pretty fucking creepy.
I like those a lot.
Yeah, they were good.
Camera point of view.
Yeah, they were good. They were very like Blair Witch Project, like documentary esque.
And they were like all pretty good. Like
Yeah.
even the ones afterwards, like the first one was pretty good.
They're pretty creepy, honestly. I liked the movie we watched last night, Long Legs.
I was iffy with it.
I thought it was good.
I'm just not.
I thought
you,
the
tho-
end
that's more definitely you guys because it's like
more like psychological.
they're not even that because I like Hereditary and whatever the fucking
You like
other
gory shit, like,
I like
Texas
slashers.
Chainsaw Massacre.
slashers are what I'm into.
Yeah, like
Yeah, you do
Scream
like
and stuff
that
like
shit.
that. I like the shit that like really like kind of fucks with your head. You ever
I don't
seen
like too much.
what's that movie? There's one called Mirror that's really fucking good.
Yes.
Sinister is really no,
Mirror.
yeah,
That
doesn't
Sinister
fuck
is
my
really
head, though.
fucking good.
That doesn't fuck my head though.
Mirror,
No, Sinister.
dude, there's one
I've
called
seen
Mirror
Mirror.
and there's one called Oculus, both about mirrors.
I've seen Oculus. Isn't Oculus like fucking like Satan shit?
I think so.
Like,
I don't know.
Mirror
Calling
is great
Satan.
though.
Yeah, both great movies and they'll fuck with you.
Oh, we saw Mirror at Colby's
I think so.
in his theater.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Nah, horror movies.
Doll
are
movies
really-
fuck me up. I don't
Really?
like dolls. Dolls fuck me up.
Dolls,
I hate
Annabelle.
Dolls. Dolls don't. Yeah, I can't.
Didn't we
I
watch
can't-
all the Annabelle? Did we do that?
I don't think so.
I can't
Like the
watch
whole
that.
Insidious series?
I think we've done some of the Insidious.
No, that's not Insidious.
Oh,
Yeah,
we did.
yeah,
That's
that was
The
The
Conjuring.
Conjuring.
Or Conjuring, yes.
That's the same universe. The Nun,
Nun,
Annabelle, and Conjuring are all like the same universe.
I think we watched
those
the
are good.
newest one though.
You guys should watch Dead Silence.
Dead Silence. I still haven't seen Talk to Me. I want to watch that.
Is that the
Should-
one with the hand?
Yeah.
we watched
Yeah.
that. That's a good
Part
ass
of it.
movie.
I didn't make
Oh, you didn't
to the
finish
whole
it.
thing.
We watched Black Phone. That was pretty good.
Takes place in Denver.
Yeah, in Denver.
We watched that at the old place together, I think.
Did
Yeah,
we?
We did.
Yeah, we
You-
did.
Were you there for that?
I think I was.
I think you were.
I think I watched it with you guys. That was pretty good. Yeah, we're gonna have to find some new ones. I think
I have a
we need to find
bunch.
another series of like 5 movies that are good.
I have a bunch.
Yeah, I know.
Shock.
Well, the problem is like you've seen so many
Yeah.
of them. So
I know
like,
it's better when all of us haven't seen
yeah,
it.
that's why
Alien
I was like,
Romulus is coming out.
is that supposed to be like really scary?
Yeah.
Really?
It's like
See,
claustrophobic.
I want to
scary.
know what scares you guys in movies. Like what? I guess
Dolls.
maybe it's two separate questions. Like what you enjoy and what scares you. Maybe they're intertwined, but I'm curious because I know what.
I enjoy slashers. I'm scared of dolls. I do not fucking like dolls. The only doll movie I can like watch with like oh, this is kind of funny is Chucky. Anything else like I'm like I can't have my feet hang off the bed if I'm watching it.
Really?
Yeah, I don't fucking like dolls at all. Even though like everyone's like you can just drop kick it. It's just a little fucking doll. Nope.
Nope.
I don't
Not
like
me.
dolls.
I don't know what it is that makes a horror movie like really hit for me. Like the mirror ones, I think maybe there's something with mirrors that fuck with me.
Mirrors fuck with you. You love fucking fuck shit fuck.
Yeah, facts.
I think that the idea behind like a mirror that could be creepy
The Ring.
is like I could see that. It's
You
like,
like The Ring.
the fact that it's like you're looking at something and there could be like something
different
behind
world.
you. It could be like
Well, yeah,
something
that too,
inside of
right?
it. Like and there's just like
It's one of the only times you can literally see behind you.
yes, it's like it creates like the full view of like everything, and if it's like quiet, it's
But
like,
Mirror, I think like that movie Mirror, I think is cool because like part of the idea is that like the reflection is a whole different world, right? And I think that's like a really weird concept too. And there's a lot of things like people say like when you do psychedelics, like you shouldn't look into mirrors. But I think like there's some like
Yeah, you can go crazy.
there's some weird shit with reflections where like that almost is like that's behind that's a different world from like what's actually real.
That's never bugged me at all, really. I've never
It doesn't
thought-
bug me, but I think it scratches some kind
What
of
scares you? Is there anything that like actually scares you?
I don't see. That's the thing that's weird is like I've been scared by horror movies for sure. Like there's been
Like what?
there's been horror movies that have made me like
What's one that
keep
pops
the lights
right in
on
your
in the
head?
hallway type of shit. Sinister is pretty fucking creepy.
Sinister
I
has
don't-
like the most like they calculated it. That was like the highest heart rate for.
Yeah, that's like a super apparently like supposed to be like a really like well made horror movie.
what's the one with the lights too?
Yeah.
the
The-
lights?
That thing.
Yeah,
that
we watched that.
turn the lights out and it's
Lights
Wasn't
Out.
that was from
It's called
Lights
Lights
Out.
Out.
but that was made off a short film.
yes.
Short
Wasn't
films
it?
fucked.
Yes.
Short
That-
films.
I've
is
seen
scary.
the short
that
film.
has left me like when it's quiet and you're like
Yeah.
what?
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Well,
imagine-
that's kind of
like,
fucking like in the same mirror realm shit. Like that's just like her being able to be in a shadow.
Yeah.
Like
Yes.
that's her realm where she
Yeah.
can
yes.
get you.
Yeah.
That can get. I think that movie not like scared me, but I'm like you're a little bit more
just on edge. Puts you
on
on
edge. You're
right?
like
That's what I think makes a good horror movie. Though. Like something that like puts you on edge for like a couple days. You know, makes you run up the stairs real fast after you turn off the light, stuff like that. But I don't think there's any like one specific aspect that does that for me. I almost feel like it's just like they
You not
just have to
scared
be
of
really
anything?
well made.
Heights, the
Not
ocean,
heights,
like deep
no.
ocean,
No, I mean like
sharks.
that shit's definitely can be creepy. Like I've been in situations where I'm like, yeah, this is a little bit sketchy. Like been in high, like I don't know. I went skydiving and that's like pretty. That's like the
Have you
definition
seen,
of fear of heights, right? But like, there's nothing in a movie that you could show me. I'm like, oh, that's really fucking with me. Like,
you have to invoke that emotion. In a movie.
right?
You get claustrophobic
yeah.
at all?
Yeah, I actually am. But
Have
I
you seen Buried with Ryan Reynolds? It's a really
No,
horror movie.
I
That would
haven't.
fuck you up.
really,
That makes me. I've watched that like once or twice. And I can't breathe watching that movie.
Really?
Like it's
that maybe
genuinely
that
hard
probably
to
would
watch.
fuck with me. That's one of the things that fucks
Genuinely
me is
hard to
like
watch.
drowning and like being like trapped in a small space. Like
Oh fucking.
the not
that
being able to
Shark Cage
breathe.
movie?
Breathe.
Is that
It's
47 meters?
47 meters.
That's fucked.
What is it? In the shark
47
cage?
meters. Yeah, but it like
And it
falls.
drops.
It gets cut.
Oh.
Yeah, and they're just under there.
40. Would you even survive at 47 meters?
Well, they had oxygen tanks and
But
shit.
you'd still the pressure would.
Well, that's what the
Not
whole
for
thing
very
was.
long, bro.
That's the whole
Yeah.
thing. They didn't have much time. Like they started getting oxygen
started
poisoning.
160 feet.
Hallucinating.
They
170
hallucinate and shit. Yeah.
feet. Damn. Yeah, that would fuck with you. Yeah, I don't know. So that was like the weird thing. Like we were talking about this recently with the scuba diving. It's like that's one thing that fucks with me is like I hate like if someone pushed me underwater, I'd freak the fuck out. And I'd be pissed.
Really?
Yeah, like even jokingly, if someone pushed me underwater, I'd be like, get the fuck off me. Like that shit would piss me off. Because I don't like being not in control of when I get to breathe. So like that's why with the scuba stuff, that's like when we did like the whole pool session, when I jumped in, I was like, and then you kind of get the hang of it. Yeah, you got to rewire yourself. But like the idea of like my ability to breathe could end at some point and not be up to me. That's when I'm like, yo, fuck that. Like I want to be in control of when I take my breath, which is a weird thing. So I don't know if a horror movie would do that for me, but that is something that's definitely like a psychological thing for me. But I don't know. What about you? What's something that like, for you, what makes a horror movie hit?
I think it's realism. Like I don't.
Yeah.
I love horror movies, even if it's like whatever. Like it could be the, I don't know, spiritual shit. It could be the, I don't know, clowns, whatever the fuck it is. I could still really enjoy it. But if it's like real, if it's something that could really happen to a degree, that is, I think, my answer for both, like why I enjoy a horror movie and like what maybe scares me is the same answer.
Yeah.
Like my favorite ones are the ones that I'm like on edge of because I'm like, that could be real.
You've seen The Strangers, right?
Yes. Like when you're
That's fucked.
like when you're alone and
I
like
think I've seen that.
you think about like it's not even like your typical horror movies like Satan, like clowns, dolls, like whatever it is.
Hey,
But examples,
dolls are scary,
and it can be absolutely. But for me, it's like,
and that could happen.
Could be scary is like you're
Serial
alone,
killer.
nobody's there, and someone's been like in the area. Someone knows like your house. They've been paying attention, or like you're alone and someone's been in that house, or like that's just where my mind goes. Or like you're on a trip and like something's happened, but the group doesn't know that.
Yeah.
And like
someone's there, but that shouldn't be.
Yeah.
Shit.
Like the realism behind things to me, because then I'm like, I'll be in those situations because we do that kind of shit, and like I will never stop doing that shit. But like,
yeah,
I'll sometimes get out in like those situations. I'm like,
yeah, this wouldn't be a great place to be if.
This would not be a great place.
Yeah,
yeah, or like
That's fair.
the past history of places and things. So that's probably it for me. I like a lot of those movies. I do like a lot of the other movies though too. Honestly, a good horror movie for me is just one that, I don't know, has a lot of good suspense, and yeah, I think to your point, one that keeps me for the next couple days like on edge.
Yeah.
If I'm like for instance, like the light thing, that was like an example.
Stuff's not real though.
Right, and it's not like the scariest things for me though are like the realism, but like those things too. Like other movies can be good if it invokes some kind of like shit.
Yeah, I
know
feel like
what's
that's
going
what it comes down to. Is like the ability to actually evoke like that the same feeling that the characters are feeling, right? Of like, oh fuck. That's what makes it like stick with you. I feel like, but it's hard to do. I think they have to be well made for me. Like it just has to be well made, and I don't know what defines that.
The Hell House was good though because I liked the point of view because it made it feel real.
Yeah,
It made it feel like it was a
documentary
documentary of like shit that occurred, and I was like, I wasn't ever really like afraid, but I was like, this is pretty good because it's cool. It's like first person, like people are in this house and this is the shit that's happened.
Yeah. Well, fellas, should we call it a wraps there?
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
All right, y'all. If you enjoyed this episode and you're watching on YouTube, leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe, and hit that bell to get notified when we post another one. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts, make sure to leave a 5-star review. And if you're listening or watching on Spotify Podcasts, make sure to follow, subscribe, whatever the terminology they use is. Helps us out, lets you know when we post another video, podcast, episode, sound file, sound bite, recording, whatever the fuck you want to call it. That's all we got for you this week. We'll be on episode 12 next week. Thank you for joining. We love you. Peace.